Hi, I'm Liam Montier, and I'm here to show you Cadio, which is a brand new DVD that collects together 7 of my core killer working card tricks that you can do with any deck of cards. If you love card tricks, you're in for a treat, because there's some real offbeat tricks and effects that you won't have seen before that you'll be doing for a long time. And the coolest part of Cadio is that it won't just teach you 7 killer card tricks that you can do with any deck, it's also a full-blown teaching experience. You'll get to learn tips, tricks, variations, all of the moves, all the trade-offs, and learn a lot about how these tricks are actually constructed and how to put them together. So grab those cards and get ready for some serious cardio. Hello Margaret, how are you doing? Are you keeping well?
I'm lovely.
You are very lovely. We're going to show the lovely Margaret a quick card trick. So, lovely Margaret, cool stop as we go through the cards.
Stop?
Exactly, here is great. That's the card you're going to get. So, take a look at the card and remember it.
Okay.
Excellent. Have you show it around as well, just in case you forgot it or anything like that. Then we'll have the card waxed back into the pack. And then we'll give the cards a couple of cuts like this, just to lose your card somewhere into the middle here. Now, the idea of this trick is it's going to be more like a sort of gambling thing, really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here, and I'm going to just grab like a sort of crap poker hand, basically, is what I'm after. So let's go through here. We'll use just this bunch of cards. That'll be fine. So, I don't think any of these will be your card. I've got an ace, a 3, a 6, a 2, and another ace. I don't think those were your card at all. So I'd have you hold on to those cards just like that. Now, the idea of this is I'm going to try and sneak your card into your hand without you feeling anything happen at all. Okay, so what was the card that you chose?
10 of spades.
The 10 of spades. Okay, so watch very carefully. I'm going to sneak the 10 of spades from the pack invisibly and sneak it straight into your hand like that. Now, that's pretty awesome, isn't it? That would be really good in a game of poker, especially if when you snuck the 10 of spades in, you also snuck in all the other cards to make a royal flush in spades. So 10, jack, queen, king, and the ace. And that is the new version of backhand slap. Have you ever wondered how card sharks get really good at controlling and finding cards in a pack? Even if you haven't wondered, you're about to find out right now. I'm going to give you a little demonstration on how these card ninjas do their thing. First of all, you take out, say the 4... Oh, hang on. Before we get too stuck into this, we've got the jokers, which we don't need. But actually, I might come back to those later for another trick, so I'll pop them in the box like that. And then we'll leave that off to one side. Okay, so we're going to start off with the deck being genuinely shuffled up. And of course, if you're a professional card cheat, you're going to choose some cards that would be good for your hand. So let's say the 4 kings, for example. And then we're going to try and find the 4 kings from the different parts of the pack. The more spread out they are throughout the pack, of course, the more difficult it is. So in this case, if we use... well, this isn't so good, because if we're using the kings here, they're all a bit blocked together. So I'll tell you what, to make it more difficult, what we'll do is we'll cut the deck into 4 different piles here. And then we're just going to use 1 pile for each king. So then you know that everything is completely lost and everything's completely fair. So the first king here goes into packet number 1, right into the middle, somewhere like that. Then we've got king number 2, which goes into this packet. So that's the bottom half of the deck. Now has 2 kings, sort of evenly spaced throughout. King number 3 goes into this one. And we've got, of course, king number 4, which goes into the top half of the pack. We'll just slip it in about here. So then, when we reassemble those packets, it's going to be super hard for me to find the 4 kings, because they're evenly spaced throughout the pack. To make it even harder for myself, I'm going to give myself a time limit to find these kings. Whatever the top card is, whatever number it is, that's the number of seconds I get to try and find the kings. So it's a 6 in this case. 6 seconds to find all 4 kings from the completely shuffled pack. That sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? It's going to be quite hard. Going to make it even harder for myself, though. I'm going to put the deck in my pocket so that I can't see the pack or feel it, really. And I'm still going to try it. Although with only 6 seconds, it's going to be tough. But the deck's going to go into my pocket here. And then when I click my fingers, if you start counting down for me 6 seconds, it should get everything done. So go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My jeans are a bit tighter than I wanted them to be. To the untrained eye, it looks like this has all gone terribly, terribly wrong, to be honest. It looks like I've only been able to find one king, which was this one. But I did better than you might think, because actually I found the other 3 kings and had started hiding them all around the table without you seeing. I just didn't get a chance to do the last one. I know it seems unlikely, but I hid one of the kings under that card box, right off to the side. Which one was that? That was the king of hearts was under the card box. And then you remember that 6 of clubs? I swapped that. I don't know if you saw me do that. Just right in front of the table there for the king of spades. So that means there's just 1 king left, and you won't believe where I managed to sneak this one. You remember the card box at the beginning? We took out some jokers and slipped them into the card case. Well, now there's a single card in between the jokers, and that just so happens to be the last king.